There's many reasons why someone would want to live on less. If you can't live on a penny, you can't live on a pound. That means if what you're making right now isn't enough, you'll never make enough. So this is the time you need to live on less. Hopefully, the lessons my family and I learned going through this downsizing will give you the tools and the courage to do just that.
So make sure you like, subscribe, and slap that bell so you can get notified when we do a new video. And comment below, leave some. Let us know how you're living on less, and we'll give you a shout out. Cheers.
Love and respect. Sometimes downsizing isn't about money. Sometimes it's about time. Do you know how much time it takes to cut a large expanse of grass or to weed gardens that wrap around your house and your property? There's times I'm not done weeding all the gardens before they've started growing again. I got to start over. There's not enough time. I'm a simple kind of guy. I like clover and I like dandelions. I think it brings diversity and color to my lawn and it feeds the bees. But I live in a subdivision where everybody manicures their lawn. And I guarantee you when my dandelions grow up and come to seed, I'm public enemy number one. So what do? I come out and I weed. But it's not me that wins, it's the weeds every time. Get out of here.
Finding the correct realtor. Here's a couple tips for you. Number one is find a realtor that you mesh with, that you actually like. Number two is that realtor needs to like your house. If you start hearing comments like, well, it's not my taste, or it's not my thing, or it's too big for me, any of those type of negative comments, they're not the realtor for you. Find a realtor that walks through your house and goes, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I love this. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Those are what you want to hear from your realtor, because if they don't love it, they can't sell it. And the third thing from the realtor is find somebody that is local to the area. We found the correct realtor. She listed a house on a Saturday afternoon, and by Sunday evening it was sold firm. They are the experts. They know how to sell the house, especially if they have many years of experience. Our realtor had over 30 years of experience, so we listened to her. She wanted us to do 3 things. Number 1 was replace our kitchen table with something that was just a plain white table. Number 2 was we had to wash every single window in the house again. And that's not an easy chore when you've got more than 40 windows in your house. And number 3, she had a couple little staging areas that we had to stage. We didn't question it. We went ahead and did it. And she was great. We thought we were out of the stress zone. We thought that was going to be the most stressful thing that we had to do. Boy, were we wrong. We sold our house and then we started looking because we hadn't bought anything yet. So for a whole week, there was nothing. And we were moving in 8 weeks at that point. We had to find something quick. With COVID hitting, the whole buying of a house has changed. You no longer can go with your realtor and say, I'm going to see these 10 houses today and walk through them and figure out what you want. You really have to know what you're looking for. Make your list beforehand, because when you go to see that house, you get to see it maybe once, and then you've got to decide within the next couple hours. You have to jump quick, so you better know what you're looking for, because with COVID, there's no more open houses. There's only online tours through the house. So it really made things different when it came to buying a house. We had a list of criteria that we were looking for. 1 was it needed to be private. 2, it needed to be much smaller than what we had now. 3, it needed to be in our budget. And 4, we wanted to stay within the catchment zone of the high school because our daughter was still going to the high school. Those things alone really filter out a lot of things. If we had all the money in the world, we could have picked anything. But to find something within our budget was really tough. The house that we found was outside of our budget, but it ticked a lot of boxes. So it hit the market Friday. We went and saw it Saturday. And Saturday night, we put an offer in, and by Sunday it was sold. So it went that fast. With this market, you had to make decisions so quick. The house itself is a much smaller house. It's beautifully done on the inside. For a small house, everything's done. And that's what caught my eye. But for my husband, he loved the outside of the house. He loved the land. He loved how private it was. And once we move in, we'll give you some more pictures.
Join us next week as we show you more tips and tricks of how to downsize what you have, what stays and what goes. And watch us as we sort frantically, because by the time you watch this, we'll have 3 weeks to move day. Love and respect. See you soon.
Dude.
There's many.
Cheers.
There's many reasons why someone would want to learn to la 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 la. There's many reasons why someone would want to live on less. Why is my brain blanking? I can see myself. I can't handle it when I can.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and slap that bell bottom.
Slap that ass. Slap that ass.